Janet Jackson's life story is often told through the lens of global stardom, chart-topping success, and iconic performances. But beneath that public image lies a more complicated narrative shaped by intense family expectations, early exposure to the entertainment industry, and long-standing emotional struggles. From childhood onward, she was surrounded by a system where discipline, performance, and perfection were treated as requirements rather than aspirations. Growing up in the Jackson family meant living in an environment where ambition and pressure coexisted constantly, and where success was both the goal and the condition for approval. As the youngest of a large, highly talented family, she observed both the rewards and costs of fame at a formative age. While the world saw glamour and achievement, the internal experience was reportedly far more demanding, filled with emotional complexity and early lessons about identity, self-worth, and survival in an industry that rarely allowed vulnerability. These early conditions set the stage for a lifelong relationship with performance, where personal pain and public expectation often collided, creating a dual existence between the woman on stage and the person behind it. Childhood in a household defined by discipline and expectation. Janet Jackson's early years were shaped by the extraordinary structure of a family deeply embedded in the music industry. Her upbringing in Gary, Indiana, and later in a highly controlled professional environment, meant that childhood was intertwined with rehearsal schedules, performance expectations, and public scrutiny of her family's success. Reports and interviews over the years have described a household where discipline was strict and mistakes were not easily tolerated, reflecting a belief that excellence required relentless effort. Within this environment, the Jackson children were immersed in entertainment culture long before they could fully understand its implications. Janet, observing her older siblings rise to global fame, reportedly internalized the idea that achievement was necessary for acceptance. At the same time, she was still a child navigating normal developmental needs, including emotional security and self-expression. The contrast between ordinary childhood experiences and extraordinary professional expectations created an early tension in her life. This tension would later influence how she understood discipline, love, and self-worth, blending artistic drive with emotional restraint in ways that would shape her future career and personal identity. Early acting career and the pressure of appearance. Janet Jackson's entry into television and entertainment came at a young age, with early roles in sitcoms such as her appearance on Good Times, marking her introduction to professional acting. While this opportunity represented a significant milestone, it also exposed her to the intense scrutiny of the entertainment industry. Accounts from interviews suggest that, even as a child, she encountered commentary about her appearance and body size, reflecting broader industry standards that often placed unrealistic expectations on performers, particularly young women. These experiences contributed to an early awareness that her value in professional spaces could be influenced by physical perception as much as talent. Being evaluated in adult production environments as a child created a complicated dynamic in which self-image and external judgment became intertwined. Instead of experiencing performance as purely creative expression, she was exposed to commercial pressures that treated appearance as a central factor in success. This environment, combined with the lack of emotional protection often available to child performers at the time, contributed to a developing internal dialogue about adequacy, acceptance, and the need to meet external standards in order to belong. Sibling dynamics, emotional influence, and internalized criticism. Within the Jackson family, relationships between siblings were shaped not only by affection but also by competition, performance pressure, and the unique stresses of fame. Janet Jackson has spoken in various interviews over the years about how comments from family members, including teasing about her weight during childhood, affected her sense of self. Even when delivered in a joking manner, such remarks can carry significant emotional weight, particularly during formative years. In a household where success was constantly visible and comparison was unavoidable, identity could easily become linked to external validation. For Janet, This environment reportedly contributed to emotional eating patterns and a complex relationship with food that developed as a coping mechanism for stress and insecurity. Emotional comfort and self-soothing behaviors became intertwined with feelings of guilt and self-criticism, forming cycles that are common in individuals experiencing long-term pressure and emotional strain. These early patterns did not exist in isolation, but were reinforced by broader cultural and industry messages about body image and performance, making it difficult to separate personal worth from physical appearance or public approval. Adolescence, isolation, and the weight of expectation. As Janet Jackson transitioned into adolescence, her life was marked by increasing distance from her globally famous siblings, who were often touring or working on major projects. This separation contributed to feelings of isolation, as she navigated a world where her family's fame contrasted with her own evolving identity. Growing up in the shadow of extraordinary success can create a sense of displacement, where belonging feels uncertain both within family structures and outside them. During this period, she also experienced the broader pressures of adolescence, including emotional development, self-image formation, and the desire for acceptance. However, unlike many of her peers, her environment was shaped by public attention and industry expectations, limiting her ability to experience normal teenage life. Mental health, at the time, was not widely discussed in the same way it is today, particularly in high-pressure entertainment environments. As a result, emotional struggles were often managed privately or internalized. For Janet, this meant developing coping mechanisms that allowed her to function professionally while navigating internal challenges that were not openly addressed or fully understood. Rising career, public image, and performance identity. By the time Janet Jackson entered adulthood, she was actively building her own identity as a performer, distinct from the legacy of her family. Her music career began to define her public persona, with carefully crafted albums, choreography, and visuals establishing her as a major force in pop and R&B music. This period marked a significant transformation, as she evolved from being known primarily as part of the Jackson family to being recognized as an independent artist with her own voice. However, the demands of maintaining a global pop image introduced new pressures. Success in the entertainment industry required not only artistic output, but also constant public visibility, physical performance standards, and media engagement. Behind the scenes, this level of exposure often requires intense discipline and emotional resilience. While her career achievements were substantial, the demands of maintaining that success contributed to ongoing stress. The duality of public admiration and private strain became a defining feature of her life, reinforcing the pattern of balancing external excellence with internal challenges that were rarely visible to audiences. A defining performance and its aftermath. One of the most widely discussed moments in Janet Jackson's career occurred during the 2004 Super Bowl halftime performance, an event that dramatically shifted public attention and media scrutiny toward her. During the performance, an unexpected wardrobe incident occurred, leading to widespread controversy and media coverage. In the aftermath, public reaction was intense and highly polarized, with significant focus placed on accountability and intent. While both performers involved were part of the same performance, the consequences were widely perceived as uneven. Janet Jackson became the center of regulatory investigations, media criticism, and industry response, which included restrictions on airplay and public appearances in certain spaces. The scale of the reaction highlighted broader issues within entertainment culture, including how responsibility, image, and public perception are distributed. The incident became a defining moment in her career, not only because of its immediate impact, but because of the long-term effects it had on her professional opportunities and public narrative. It also intensified discussions about media double standards and the treatment of women in entertainment industries, professional isolation, media pressure, and health strain. Following the Super Bowl controversy, Janet Jackson experienced a period of reduced visibility in certain media channels, accompanied by increased scrutiny from public and press outlets. This period has often been described as professionally challenging, with limitations on promotion opportunities and public appearances affecting her career momentum. At the same time, she continued to produce music and perform, maintaining a presence in the industry despite external pressures. However, the combination of public criticism and professional obstacles reportedly contributed to significant emotional strain. Extended exposure to stress can have measurable effects on both mental and physical health, and in high-profile cases, this strain is often amplified by constant public attention. During this time, she was also navigating personal health challenges that included episodes of illness and exhaustion, some of which required medical attention and temporary withdrawal from touring schedules. These experiences reflected the difficulty of sustaining a demanding performance career while managing ongoing stress and private health concerns. The intersection of public expectation and private well-being became increasingly central to her life during this period. Health challenges, emotional stress, and medical episodes. In later years, Janet Jackson experienced a series of health-related issues that were publicly acknowledged in various statements and reports. These included episodes of dizziness and migraines, as well as periods of exhaustion that required adjustments to touring and performance schedules. One condition often referenced in relation to her health is vestibular migraine, a neurological disorder that can affect balance and spatial perception, sometimes triggered or worsened by stress. While medical details have not always been fully disclosed publicly, it is clear that managing health while maintaining a global performance career presents significant challenges. In addition to physical symptoms, long-term stress and emotional pressure can contribute to fatigue and recovery difficulties. During certain periods, she underwent medical procedures that led to temporary postponements of professional commitments, prompting public speculation that she later addressed selectively. These moments reflected the ongoing balancing act between maintaining privacy and managing public interest. Her experiences highlight a broader reality faced by many performers: the need to sustain demanding careers while addressing personal health concerns away from public scrutiny. Grief, loss, and the death of Michael Jackson. The death of Michael Jackson in 2009 marked a profound emotional turning point in Janet Jackson's life. As a sibling, collaborator, and central figure within the Jackson family, his passing had both personal and symbolic significance. The relationship between the two had been shaped by shared experiences in the entertainment industry, as well as the complexities of growing up in a globally recognized family. Following his death, Janet reportedly withdrew from public media consumption for a period, focusing instead on private grieving and work-related activities. Grief on such a scale often affects individuals in deeply personal ways, particularly when combined with public attention and media coverage. For Janet, the loss represented not only the absence of a family member but also the end of a shared artistic and emotional history. The experience contributed to a period of introspection and emotional difficulty, as she processed both personal memories and the broader cultural impact of her brother's legacy. Later life, health awareness, and continuing legacy. In later years, Janet Jackson has continued to work in music and performance, while also being more openly associated with discussions around health, well-being, and personal balance. Reports and narratives about her life often emphasize the cumulative effects of long-term stress, career pressure, and emotional experiences on physical health. While specific medical claims vary in reliability, what remains consistent is the recognition that sustained high-pressure careers can impact both mental and physical well-being over time. In this stage of her life, themes of reflection, resilience, and adaptation become more prominent, as she continues to navigate public identity while prioritizing personal stability. Her legacy extends beyond individual events or controversies, encompassing decades of influence in music, performance, and cultural representation. The conclusion of her story, as it is often framed, is not defined by a single narrative, but by the complexity of living a life in the public eye while managing private challenges. It reflects a broader truth about fame, which often carries both extraordinary opportunity and significant personal cost.